back for some more excitement and fun. And now we will be talking about the technical parts like ML and data science. ML is full form of machine learning and data science is data science. So let's dive in. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence. It's where the machine learns from the previous data that you have provided it. Now, machine learning can be of two types, supervised and unsupervised. Supervised learning is when you give it that this thing is a plane and this item is a ball, and then you tell it to classify or make the data clear so that you can understand, separate it. And in unsupervised learning, what happens is you don't give it any instructions. You tell it that just do what you feel is correct. So the machine sees the patterns and then finally sorts them into different groups. So machine learning is basically that. It's not that much of a vast topic, but it is very important in artificial intelligence because the machine learns and then tries to improve itself. You don't have to feed it constantly that you have to do this, you have to do that. It automatically does update itself. And data science is a study of data to extract meaningful insights for business. So data scientists have the job of have the job to analyze the data, and the field in which they study is data science. So what data science basically is, it's taking the data, you clean the data, fix it, whatever improper things are there, you remove it, you perform functions on it, like important things you want, you take it out, and then after that you finally display the data for the people to use. And then finally after that is done, you launch the data, like the new clean and better data, so that people can use the data for their further use. And even if some people want to reduce the data for their other work and companies. And both uses are recommendation system, fraud detection, identifying and security threats, and personalization. So these are the major uses of these. Now suppose uh, I'm the owner of Zomato, and I see there are lots of sales of some people are buying from McDonald's, some people are buying from KFC, and I want to see which has the highest sale, or maybe if I want to see that which people like the most, the reviews, and I want to sort out which is the most bought product and all. So I can use the process of data science to finally to find out, and I can use machine learning to find the patterns, and then these two are interrelated. Data science is a big multidisciplinary field, and ML comes inside data science. So you can use this to find the sales, and then it will help the owner. They can increase their way to gain profit, like they can put the most popular restaurants at the front page of your Zomato, or they can put what you like, they can show you what other people like, and thus update their software and all. So now that I was talking about earlier, a big company that uses ML and data science, Netflix. You know how Netflix started earlier? It was because of two people, Reed and Reed and Mark, I think. Yes. So what happened was, Reed got charged for a late DVD fees. He hadn't paid for the rental, so he got very angry. Why does this happen to me? And I got charged for a late DVD. So it started. He got this idea where, what if I make a big company which sells DVD by mail? So you can have subscriptions or buy original content. So that's how he got the idea of Netflix. It started off a DVD by mail service, and now it's the biggest platform for streaming and movies and TV shows and more. Yes. Okay, fine. So this is basically Netflix. Netflix is your portal of world entertainment, as I said, offering massive libraries for movies, TV shows, and even original production. Netflix basically always wants original production so that it keeps the users up. Like they don't want this, they don't want like copies or fake or. So that's why they always try to keep original productions on the line. And through subscriptions, I think most of you use Netflix. Some people watch late at night, like movies, and you can use this to stream content and demand and make this personalized to you. So, how does Netflix use ML and data science? We'll show this recent in future. Just right after this slide, we'll show you. But I will explain a little bit. So, Netflix. Maybe if you have seen that sometimes when you use Netflix, it comes like suppose you watch action movies. So it comes, this movie is new released. You should watch this, or suppose. Or suppose there's an ad of a new movie or something like give me an example of a series that you watch and like. Anyone? Okay, so maybe it will show related searches, like you can see this, people like this the most, this is the highest rated movie, etc. So and ML, how it uses it is it uses the ML part. So suppose previously this was the highest rated movie and people liked it a lot and watched it, but now it has grown the least. So ML changes itself on its own, like now this is the highest movie that people like, so now I should recommend this more, I should send this. And data scientists will now data scientists will help in this Netflix part is they can see if suppose people like this movie the most, and they can display it to people. Like most of the people watch like sir said that what is a series and also movies. So basically that's how Netflix uses. And it started small and now it has become like the huge it has become a huge company which shows so many TV shows. You can scroll through it for hours, and it's endless joy, I think. So we will now be talking about the recommendation that it uses. So there are three types of recommendations: the content recommendation, collaborative recommendation, and hybrid recommendation. The third one is the one which Netflix uses the most. So I'll talk about in detail. Content recommendation uses item features such as keywords or category. It's the same, like you search for something and a similar movie or trailer or maybe something like a sequel, it will show. And it sees the keywords that you have used, like a like a famous actor, you like his movies, so it will show you that movies. Or the genre, then it will see that you like this genre movie, so it will show results for that genre movie. And category, or maybe the description, you like fictional, this movie is about Harry Potter, and it's about magic and stuff. So that's how content recommendation works. Collaborative recommendation. Tell me, how many times have you seen the same advertisement at different platforms? Like on Facebook you see the same advertisement, YouTube you see the same advertisement, Twitter also you see the same advertisement, Snapchat, there are lots. So what Netflix does is it collaborates with the other apps that you have on your mobile, and then it say, okay, so we want to advertise this, so maybe you should advertise this on this other suppose YouTube, so that may get the attention. They'll visit Netflix and see the movie. Maybe it can be a chance. And hybrid is just the both combination of content and collaborative. That's why I was saying that Netflix uses a hybrid one, because it combines multiple recommendation strategies and improves the accuracy so that you get better results in the future. So now we will demo Netflix and how its recommendation works. Now I'll pass it to Ayaan.
So now I'll be talking about the different how Netflix uses the recommendation system. So you must be going home late at night after a long day of work, and you want to sit down and watch a long show of Netflix. So then there you can see, as soon as you open Netflix, the show you like, it starts showing you. It's a sci-fi movie or action movie. Accordingly, next time Netflix you open, it'll show you a sci-fi movie or action movie. Like if you watch Avengers, then you might get suggested to watch Avatar. So as you can see, there's many movies here. If I go to my list and I open Ex Machina, then if you scroll down, you show all the different recommended movies like Annihilator and I Am Mother, because these all movies have sci-fi. And you open another movie like the Emoji movie, which is a cartoon type movie. Then if you scroll, you can see the different movies which are related cartoonish animated movies, because Netflix thinks you like these movies according to the previous watch history of you. Then if you scroll and watch some other movie, if this is a Korean show, then according to your other shows, other watch history, it will suggest you the different movies which are related, like if there's some action or some drama or some series in a series, it will suggest you some other series. And if there's a new hit of a new show on Netflix, it will suggest you that. So there's some movies, and these some of them are in Korean because you have been watching Korean movies, and it just suggests you the movies which are related to your previous watch history.